Glad you're back with us, folks, for more Love and Laughter with Beth. I'm Beth from Darling Way, here with Bobby Duncan, Phoenix Hamilton. We're talking about selling your body for a lot of money to have sex with somebody that you don't know. It's makes having sex for dinner and a movie actually really seem like a bad deal now, actually. So I gotta say, so bad. But okay, so Phoenix, can we start with health? Because I think that's a basic concern is how do you make sure that you're not spreading something, and how do you make sure that your clients don't have something that they give you?
So condoms are mandatory at the brothel for everything, pretty much. And then we use dental dams, we use female condoms even, we use finger condoms, we use all sorts of...
I just saw your fingernail. How do you use a finger condom with that nail? It's a really long, pointy nail.
I haven't done it yet. But
okay.
But I've read about how to do it, which is to put like some tissue or something just to kind of put it there.
Block
but
it up.
I don't get a lot of requests.
Is that what you were thinking about, Bobby?
No,
would
no,
you?
I can imagine it now, and I appreciate
But for
that
the
very
clients too, they will use that. You know what I mean? If they wanted to like finger me, they would have to put on one one of those because you don't know what kind of bacteria, you know, it's just to try to.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, and
See?
it's something that you can do even in your normal sex life. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that's a great idea.
And it's a different sensation too. You know, so yeah.
Oh yeah, do they have ribbed finger condoms?
No, I haven't seen those.
See, I'm
And
getting
you can
somebody
sell
a
them-
do
you can
ribbed
sell them at
condoms?
darlingway.com.
I would totally sell them at Darling Way, and I would have so much fun testing them. I'd be like, look, just touch your face or something. It'd be so fun. Yeah, they should make purple ones too. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. See, so we've learned something. So finger condoms, dental dams, I guess for oral sex and stuff. Okay.
And then we get tested every week when we arrive at the brothel, and we can't work unless we pass our tests, and then we can't leave the brothel for the rest of that week that we're working. So it's called a lockdown brothel for that reason.
That's amazing. And that's to keep you from having sex with people
Outside of the brothel.
outside.
kind of.
So they
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
track of who's coming and going at the brothel.
Yeah, it's just a kind of, safer sex. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as safe sex, but it's as safe as possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're going to give a guy oral, then they have to have a condom on, I assume?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you like the taste of condoms? Does it bother you?
I use those skin condoms, the polyurethane ones, and they don't have that bad of a taste. But to be honest, my sexual health practices before I started sex work were not very healthy. I hated using condoms. And I'm really lucky that I never got anything from it.
Not quite.
But yeah, well, now I do use condoms.
Right.
So
That's good.
and
Exactly.
I'm getting used to them, you know what I mean? Since it's work, you know, and it's being professional and being safe, it's a different level, you know. I'm more responsible now. I've learned a lot about sexual health. And then another thing that we do is we do visual checks on our clients. So we don't require them to get tested, which maybe we should. I don't know. But we do visual checks on their genitals to just make sure there are no visible signs of anything questionable.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. I wonder why they don't require the men to get checked. I guess because there would be a delay.
24-hour delay.
24-hour delay. Wow.
And you're in the moment, and somebody goes, "Oh, by the way, you got to pull over."
Yeah.
Right.
That's that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What about, do you kiss?
I'm not sure if kissing is technically allowed or not. I do kiss. It depends on the client. It depends on them, honestly, what they are looking for, because sometimes they might not like that. But I'm okay with it most of the time. I like it. It turns me on, you know, even if I don't, if I'm not attracted to the person I'm having sex with, I can get into it. You know, I mean, obviously I like sex. That's why I do this job. So,
and that's so funny because I don't know. Did you ever think that prostitutes would be enjoying having sex with strangers?
No.
Or did you think that they just did it? Yeah. I kind of have this image of that you emotionally distance yourself.
I think men want to be the guy that they think you're enjoying it with.
Right.
Well,
because then they take
do
it personally.
Feel that way.
They do.
Yeah.
A lot of,
Okay.
a lot of
I was
times.
right about
Spouses,
something.
spouses want that
Sometimes,
too,
not
right?
always.
It's not much fun if your spouse is just like tolerating it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, that's a common misconception that all sex workers are forced somehow and don't want to do what they're doing, and and are doing it out of desperation or something. But no, I have really attractive clients too. Sometimes I had a 25-year-old fisherman, 6'5", looked like a male model. And he woke me up at 4 a.m, requested me, and I was like, oh, I hope this guy is I hope he's cheap. I hope we can't make a deal, and so I can go back to bed. And then I see him and I'm like, all right, come on, let's go.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's spend some time together.
Okay, and I'm so bad. My family's very fiscally conservative. I'm thinking, how does a 25-year-old fisherman?
He's a fisherman from Alaska.
Yeah,
he does the dangerous fishing that they get paid really well.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm still thinking $1,000 an hour minimum. Oh my! And I'm thinking she's got to be higher than that because she's beautiful. It's crazy. I just can't imagine.
Well, in his defense, there's not a lot to spend that money on in Alaska, probably.
Oh, maybe that's it. So he saves.
I gave him kind of a good deal too. So,
yeah. Well, you're worth saving for. I like that.
I had a 22-year-old client who saved up. I'm not going to say how much he saved up, but to lose his virginity, and I got to be the lucky girl. I was so excited. But yeah, that was really sweet. He really wanted to have a good experience, and I was just thrilled to be able to give him the best losing experience that I possibly could. So it was really fun for me.
So I like that because I've actually, in my work, I've talked to several virgins who want to make sure that when they lose their virginity, that they haven't just thrown it away like most of us did, a backseat or a, quickie or prom night or something stupid. So I actually like that, right? That would be a great investment because that's a memory that lasts a whole lifetime. Yeah. And the fact is you really don't disengage, right? Your heart's here with us now. I feel it. I feel that warmth when I've talked to you. So you're having sex with people and your heart's actually involved, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
You're such a pretty, it's that movie Pretty Woman, and you just don't think that it can really happen. And I feel like I met the pretty woman in life. I don't know. Don't you feel that way?
Absolutely.
It's so fun.
I'm just waiting for you to climb the fire escape, and Richard Gere will be at the bottom.
No, I like her better than him. Yeah, no, way better than him. But okay, so and you're pretty new to this, right? So you've got do you think this sort of enthusiasm is because you're a newbie? Or?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. And because I'm very privileged, too, to work in a legal brothel, to be able to do legal full service sex work. There's a lot of stress that I don't have to deal with. And yeah, I have the privilege to go work somewhere where it's legal. So I know, and I've told that to other girls, girls who are like escorts, like on the outside that I've connected with, that, oh yeah, I love it so much. The money makes me wet, and all that stuff. And they're like, yeah, I remember when it made me wet too. You know what I mean? But that's just like any, it can be like anything, and that the thing is, sex work is like any other type of work. There's some people who love it. There's some people who don't love it. There's some people that it works for them, for their lifestyle, and there's some that absolutely hate it.
Right.
Just like every other type of work.
A lot of lawyers hate their jobs too. So,
oh, yeah.
I think I'd rather do full service sex work than go back to practicing law again.
Really?
I might be too old for it. I don't know what the market is for 50-something-year-old women, but
there is. We do have one 50-year-old. I think she's 48. Yeah. But
and does she stay busy?
Oh, yeah. She's good. Yeah. Because the thing is, that's a common misconception about sex work, too, is that you have to look like a porn star or a fashion model, or you have to be in your mid-20s in your physical prime. And sex in general is about so much more than physical, attraction and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not just about having a perfect body and stuff. It's about the energy that you bring to the experience, to your client.
Wow. Okay, and how much control do you have over what clients you get? Do they just throw people at you?
No, I have total control over.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have to take any client that I don't want to take. I may have to talk to them, kind of give them a chance. The brothel might ask me,
right?
Can you talk to this guy?
So it's like an interview of sorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I go into the brothel, I kind of have to interview in a way.
In a way, yeah.
So what happens when somebody goes into the brothel? We've got just a couple of minutes here. Can you tell us? So Bobby walks in with his, money burning a hole in his pocket.
Right.
So we have a bar at the brothel. You can come in the brothel side or the bar side, which most people come in that side. They'll talk to the hostess, who will kind of tell them the rules, sit down at the bar, get a drink, maybe get something to eat. And then the girls the procedure is that after they've talked to the hostess, each girl has 10 minutes to go talk to them, establish a rapport, and try to get them to go on a tour or go to their room to negotiate. And then after 10 minutes, they have to go away and let the next girl. And so some clients will want to talk to every single girl that they can.
Oh, yeah,
some
I would.
will want just go with the first one. And then some will request. We also have TV screens where all the pictures of the girls rotate that are in the house at the time, so that they can request that way too. So
wow.
Yeah.
Technology.
I would want, I like to walk around the buffet table before I pick my food, right? Right? So that's
we also do lineups, which if they request a lineup, which is not very often, but a few times a week, usually at least. But where all the available ladies in the house at the time will line up and introduce ourselves, and then they'll pick one and we go negotiate. Which doesn't mean that you have a deal or not, but it's just another way, because some people are more visual or they want to see all of the things,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everyone's different.
I would just like to see everybody lined up. It'd be so much fun. But I'd then spend 20 minutes talking to each person, too.
You would.
I would. Totally would. I want everybody's
I know you
stories.
would.
I can't
I
wait
know
to
you
go
would.
there.
Okay.
All right, we got to take a break. Bobby's got to compose himself.
Yeah, a little bit.
His
But,
face is a little flushed.
But coming up, we're going to talk about the effect this had on your personal life. And maybe there's some things in there about your family I think would be interesting to hear. So.
Yeah, because I expect it's hard to maintain a vanilla life and do this kind of work. So we'll be right back with more Love and Laughter with Beth.